All right, welcome to the Nash Potatoes Coffee Show. This is episode 2 of my new YouTube channel. Today I've got 2 people with me. I got my dad over here. I've got Don over here. I'll introduce them in a second. So today we're going to do a blind coffee tasting of 5 medium roast coffees. Used, the production method will be with a French press. And so it's a blind tasting, so we have no idea what it's going to be. All the coffees will be unflavored, but they'll be from well-known companies, bigger coffee companies. So today, my guests are my dad. His name is Howard, also known as Howie Mandel. And then we got Don over here, Donatello, the Donnie and Maria Show. All right, we're going to have some fun today. So we're going to do 5 coffee tastings here. Just black, no cream, no sugar. And so let me give you a few quick notes before we get started and to give my dad and Don some information. So I don't know if you guys know about the super tasters, but they're typically wine connoisseurs, coffee tasters, chefs, those kind of people. They make up about 25% of the population. 50% of the population is considered to be a normal taster. And then 25% of the population considered to be non-tasters. So non-tasters have less taste buds in their mouth. Super tasters have more taste buds in their mouth. So I believe I'm a normal taster. What are you two?
I'd say probably normal.
Normal taster. Okay. So we're no expert. This is very informal coffee tasting. We're just having some fun on YouTube on a Saturday in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So let's get this started.
All right.
As Kramer from Seinfeld would say, who's ready to have some fun? All right, so this is the way coffee is scored. And this is for our information as much as it is for you. Like I said, we've never done this before. So it's pretty standard to score coffee on a 100-point scale. And so anything that scores an 80 or greater is considered specialty coffee. And so that is quite different from commodity coffee, which would be like Folgers and Maxwell House and that kind of stuff. But specialty coffee is very distinctly different from gourmet or premium. If you're considered a specialty coffee, you've been professionally graded, and you are professionally graded as an 80 or higher. So don't be tricked by these people that say we got premium coffee or gourmet coffee. That means nothing. Specialty does mean something. So specialty, to give you a little background, specialty coffee has increased in the last 25 years from 1% market share to 20% market share. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. Anytime you go to the grocery store, probably 20% of that coffee is going to be rank in 80 or higher. 80% of it is going to be less than 80. So so to give us some perspective on how to score this stuff, because we've never done it, you know, I probably rate a lot of coffees way too high based on it just tastes good to me. But so Folgers, as we all know, coffeereview.com, they rank thousands of coffees every year, and they ranked Folgers at a 67. So Folgers at a 67, and the price per pound for Folgers is right around $5 a pound, just to give you a frame of reference. Maxwell House comes in at 78, which is pretty impressive. That comes in at about $6 a pound. And then we get into the higher stuff. Starbucks Veranda is right at 80, which would consider it a specialty coffee. That's their new light roast blend. That comes in at about $11 a pound. And then Pete's Luminosa, which I believe they're based out in California. The Luminosa is their light roast. That came in at an 88, which is really good. Comes in at about $13 a pound. And then the two, they're almost like outliers. Jamaican Blue Mountain, which is my personal favorite coffee, comes in at an 89. But that's $50 a pound. So, as both of you know, we probably didn't pay $50 a pound. So, and then Kona came in at a 96, and that's $100 a pound. And to give you another frame of reference, coffeereview.com, they have never ranked anything higher than a 97. So, so now that we got a frame of reference, I want to give you one more quick note, is that I have a slight advantage. I bought these coffees, and I know I kind of remember which coffees, about which coffees we're tasting, but I don't know what order they're coming in. So I know the basket of goods that we're dealing with. I just don't know which order. So, and they have no clue of anything other than I probably didn't pay $50 a pound. All right, so here we go. It's time for tasting. Yeah, so back to my previous note. So this is an informal tasting, so there are flaws in this system, but we're just having fun. So we've got our first cup of coffee right here. It's been sitting here for a few minutes, and we're ready to taste it. Like I said, this was made with a French press, and this is a medium roast. And so here we go. Cheers.
All right.
First impression, Dad? That's not a good look. Don, you got any descriptors here?
It's a little light for me.
I was gonna say it seems a little bit light, even for a medium.
Okay.
It's like watered down. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For me, without trying to persuade your scores, we're gonna try and keep our scores private until the end. It tastes like coffee you would get from an office, in my mind.
It tastes more like to me like an instant coffee.
And okay, and I would agree that it does have a little bit lighter roast to it. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna make some notes here. We're gonna score our coffee. I'm gonna go brew pot number 2, and we'll be right back. Coffee number 2, and as of right now, these guys are not too happy with me because coffee number 1 didn't taste that great. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. Cheers, guys.
Okay.
It's Saturday here. I don't know what day it is when you're watching it, but we're having a good time today. So let's see what this one tastes like. So this is a medium roast coffee, brewed using the French press. Dad, you got an opinion?
I don't see a whole lot of difference between this and the first one, with except more foam in it.
How about you, Don?
Yeah, there's a little more foam in there, but this one has a little stronger flavor, I think, than the first one.
Yeah, it's not near as watery, but it's still not near what
It's still not a real strong coffee, but it's getting up there closer to the flavor that I like.
Yeah.
Not
I
there
think it's
yet,
got to go a couple
me-
more levels for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm with both these guys. It tastes better than the first one, and it's right in line with what I would typically drink, but I don't think it'll be my favorite coffee out of the 5. We'll have to wait and see.
I hope not.
But as far as the degree of a roast, what do you think of that? I thought it was pretty good. You guys like darker or lighter than that?
That's pretty close to what I would like as far as the
How about you,
darkness
Dan?
of the roast. Yeah.
It's still a little light for you?
It's still a little light.
Okay. So while we write down some descriptive words and score this tasting, we'll be right back with coffee number 3. All right, guys, welcome back. We're here doing coffee tasting number 3. This is a medium roast, and we are going to check it out.
Cheers.
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 Don, first one. Don's taking 3 sips already. I think this might be his favorite.
It's that's getting close to what I think of as a medium flavor. It's
Okay.
a little bit more flavor there than what the second one was.
Okay.
You think so?
I thought so. Yeah.
Dad,
I think it's in between the two.
I think it's between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my opinion is it is
It's
probably
different. It's a different flavor.
still a medium roast, but in my opinion, it tastes the darkest. The flavor is not my favorite, but if you were to ask me which brand it is, I would be clueless. All right, guys, we're going to talk this one over, score it, and we'll be back with coffee number 4. All right, here we go. Getting fully caffeinated on a Saturday afternoon. Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is coffee number 4. Medium roast with a French press. Let's give it a shot, guys.
Okay.
Dad, first impression?
Well, it's definitely stronger than the first three.
Stronger in a good way or stronger in a bad way?
Stronger in a good way, getting closer to what I like.
I like the flavor of this.
Yeah.
For me, this is my favorite so far. The roast and flavors seem to be really good. I could keep on drinking this.
Yep, I do too.
Yeah, so let's talk about it a little bit. This is number 4. We're going to score it, and we'll be right back with number 5, which is our final tasting for today, and then we'll do the big reveal, so don't go anywhere. All right, we're back with our final coffee of the day. This is number 5, and then we're going to do the big reveal and find out who won and who lost. We're going to have 1 winner and 4 losers. Cheers, guys, to coffee number 5.
All right.
So I think I'll go first on this one. This is the flavor is something that I am not connecting with at all. I can't think Dunkin' Donuts. I can't think Starbucks. I don't know what I'm thinking at this point. And I bought the coffees. What are you guys' first impressions? That being said, I like it.
I think it's the best of all 5.
Don,
I like number 4 better than this one. So I'm going to rate this a little lower than that one, but it's not bad.
It's a good thing. That's why there's so many brands of coffee, because not everybody has the same taste, right?
Yep, I would agree with Don. It's almost as good as the last one. We are going to tally up these scores. We'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, we're back for the big reveal. We've tallied my dad's score, my score, and Don's score. Averaged them up. We got 1 winner and 4 losers. We're going to start with the last place, and we're going to tell you which coffee it is and how much the price per pound would be if you were to buy it at Target. So, in last place, the score, we gave it a 53.3. Maxwell House.
That's what we have at work right now.
Maxwell House was our last place at 53.3. The price per pound on Maxwell House at Target, and this is a per pound price, $5.73. So we'll move on to the next one. We have, this would be our 4th place winner. Oh, this is a Donut Shop blend from Archer Farms, which is a Target brand. Donut Shop blend, medium roast. Those go for $8.92 per pound. And as you may know from our previous video, Archer Farms, I've got a little bit of background information on them here. They are Target's exclusive private brand. They recently expanded their coffee selection about 9 months ago, which is why we have Donut Shop blend, Kona blend, all kinds of different blends. And their coffee is actually sourced and roasted by Coffee Bean International, which is based in Oregon. So if you're not familiar with the Target brand coffees or Archer Farms, that's a little information there. So let's go to our 3rd place winner here. 3rd place, drum roll please. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts, the original blend. 3rd place, what's the score on that one, Don? Do you have it there?
66.3.
66.3, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a fan of the Dunkin'. And in 2nd place, ooh, this is one I really enjoy. Mocha Java blend from Archer Farms, which is a Target brand. 2nd place, Dad, what did we score that?
2nd place was 74.
74, which is pretty good in my eyes. And the winner, anybody have a guess on what the winner might be? Ooh.
Probably the cheapest.
Take a guess, Dad. Based on your notes, what do you think?
I'm trying to remember what the 5 were to begin with.
Yeah. This is a Starbucks breakfast blend.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And I gotta tell you that I didn't know that Starbucks had a coffee that I enjoy that much.
I didn't.
But hey, that's why we did it blind.
Yeah.
And what was our score on that, Don?
That was 77.
77. Woo-hoo. So hats off to Starbucks.
Yeah.
We got a wrap-up question here. I want to know what your favorite coffee is. If you could leave it in the comments section of this video or on the social media page that you're looking at right now. And if you could go ahead and do me a favor, if you could thumbs up my video, give it a like, I would appreciate it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The button looks just like that. And if you click the share button, you can copy the link and post this video on your Facebook page or Twitter page. I'd appreciate that as well. So thanks for hanging out with me and Don and my dad for the Nash Potatoes Coffee Show. This is episode 2, and we'll see you at our next episode. Have a good weekend.